Hello and welcome to E! Magazine. I'm your host, Brenda Nyamichaba. Now today it's Friday, so of course it's Trendy Friday and we have some interesting topics awaiting. Now joining me today on E! Magazine to have this conversation on Trendy Friday topics is the one and only Sandra Nicoleta, who is a model as well as a model trainer and a makeup artist. Well, you wear many hats. Sandra, thank you so much for joining me on E! Magazine.
Thank you for having me.
So of course, Sandra, today we have to talk about beauty pageants because we've had Miss Universe, Miss World Kenya happen basically this whole month. And it's been, it's really exciting because I know a lot of models look forward to Miss Universe and Miss World Kenya because it's a platform that allows them to go on the next step of their modeling career.
Yes.
Now, I just want to begin by, you're a model yourself and you've done a beauty pageant. You're the former Miss USA Italia in 2015.
Yes.
That's where our journey started. So I want to get your opinion on beauty pageants. What do you think about them?
I actually have a mixed feeling about beauty pageants because they do provide an amazing platform for young ladies to get out there, to live their dreams and to express what they want in life. However, there's also the industry behind it that sometimes may not be as supportive, may not invest in them as for them. Maybe it's beneficial for them. So it's a bit of both. But for the ladies, I think it's an amazing opportunity for them to, express them and giving them that platform to be themselves.
Okay. Now, you being a model yourself, what would you say is the essence of, beauty pageants? Because all around people tend to have negative opinions towards beauty pageants. They just think it's about being pretty and catwalking. Do you agree with that?
Being part of it, and funny enough, I got to train my first ever fashion show in Mombasa this September, and I got a similar response that, oh, it's just walking. And I was like, great, let's see how just walking is.
Yes.
Until they realize the discipline that it takes, the confidence, the courage to actually, get up on stage and walk the walk.
Yes.
Yeah, so it definitely, I don't believe it's just about beauty. It's also about what you can actually deliver.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, of course, in Kenya, beauty pageants have evolved. We used to have just Miss World.
True.
Miss Universe started around 2006, and then now it's become a bit more continuous than it was before.
True.
But when you move into places like the States, there's so many beauty pageants for so many different things that allow a lot of girls to get on different platforms. Now for Kenya, it kind of minimizes, chances for models because you just have once a year 2 events that can allow you to get a chance to grow your modeling career. Now, do you think if we had different types of beauty pageants, it will be a better way to let girls really explore this modeling world?
Definitely, I believe if we had more international events. So if we do still have Miss Environment.
Yeah, we have Miss Environment,
Miss Earth, Miss Tourism.
Definitely.
Yes. So now taking those ones on an international platform.
Like this too?
Yes. So if we were to take the remaining pageants onto the international platform, then definitely we would be able to put Kenya on a map also from the beauty pageant aspect, and not just these two, yes.
Very true.
Yes, so we need a bigger push for those because they are there. They are just not getting as much exposure, in my opinion, and not as much as acceptance as well.
Very true. Now, you've had experience of being a beauty pageant yourself. So just for the girls out there who think maybe it's easy to be a beauty pageant, maybe it's easy to be a model, what would you say it takes to be a beauty pageant queen?
I think it's a combination of, in my opinion, it's a combination of two things. Definitely confidence, and the other one is continuous determination and just pushing for it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, you mentioned earlier on that you were a part of the Miss Universe 2019 team doing makeup.
Yes.
How was that experience?
Okay, so I was part of Makeup by Rose's team, makeup team behind backstage, and this was my first time doing such an event.
Yes.
And definitely I was shaking in my boots at first. But once we were able to do the ladies' makeup, talk to them, to see how they were feeling, because yes, we were there, and maybe were nervous as well. I was definitely nervous. But once we were able to talk to them and see what they wanted, and you know, just giving them an amazing makeup that would make each one stand out on stage was just an unbelievable experience.
I can imagine. Now, by getting to know the girls, did you, you know, by chance kind of know who's going to take Miss Universe 2019?
Ooh, I had a feeling this question was going to come.
It has to come.
I think I was able to see, I had a feeling 2 would be in the top 5 for sure, and they were.
They were, okay.
And then once I was able to see the top 5, I was actually able to see Miss Universe, and Stacey definitely delivered.
She definitely delivered.
Yes.
That's amazing. I feel like there was a lot of excitement towards Stacey's win. A lot of people felt like she would, or Akotha's daughter would as well. But let's move on to Miss World Kenya 2019. First of all, Miss World Kenya, we didn't hear so much about it. I feel like Miss Universe have so much social media presence that we got to follow, you know, what was happening. Now, Miss World Kenya, what are your thoughts about the whole, you know, pageant itself? Because there's some difference between Miss Universe and Miss World Kenya. So I just wanted to get your thoughts on Miss World Kenya itself.
Okay, so Miss World Kenya is definitely taking a lot of characteristics from the international pageant.
Yes.
And it's a lot about beauty, physical beauty. You know, your height, your weight, your smile. So if you don't fit in that category, you may not qualify. So as compared to Miss Universe, that does not look and is not very strict on those characteristics.
It's quite diverse.
Yes, definitely. I feel like Miss World actually International was trying to move away from the beauty aspects when they introduced Beauty with Brains and the projects where they actually go out into the community and they try to move away from just the beauty aspect.
The beauty aspect of it, yeah.
Yes, so they are trying to incorporate more of the you know, other aspects except the beauty. But I feel like they still have a bit more to work on.
Yes. So let me ask you, you know, of course, when you're joining these beauty pageants, there's certain qualifications that you have, and height is, you know, one of them.
True.
For some of us, you know, when we're 5'4", 5'3", it's a bit hard. What are your thoughts on this? Because I feel like they kind of exclude, you know, potential from, you know, girls who are not 5'7", 5'8".
That's true. I think because I've been struggling with that aspect myself because I'm 5'3", and I feel like it may exclude us, true, but at the same time, do we include everyone? We need to make a criteria at some point.
Very true.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that's why we also have other pageants. Maybe they're not on the international platform, but they do still provide that platform. Because these other pageants, maybe they look at height, they look at, you know, if you have body scars, if you have tattoos, are you married? You know, have you been pregnant before?
Age limits as well.
Yes, but other pageants that may not be recognized as much, they don't look at those. And I believe that if you're not able to qualify for these, you should qualify for those and try that out. However, maybe the international world should be a bit more lenient on those as well.
Yes. Very true. Okay. Now, Sandra, I want us to take a short commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have a beauty pageant quiz just to test your knowledge on beauty pageants, just to see if you're lying to us about anything. Now, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we have more exciting information for you as we play the beauty pageant quiz. So do not go anywhere. You're watching your magazine.